Hello, Dan here. This is the 15 holiday questions about me. No, I'm not a robot. Just kidding. So, I was nominated by Danica at Lady Luck Junk to do the 15 holiday questions about me. I believe Victoria at Adventures with Victoria started this little fun holiday challenge. And so a lot of the resellers in the community are doing this, even though I'm not a reseller myself, but I thought this would be fun. So let's go. What is my favorite holiday scent or candle? Probably not anything traditional, like peppermint and things of the sort. I like the smell of like fresh baked goods, so fresh bread is always my favorite, rolls, baking pies, that kind of stuff. That's the comfort food part of the holidays is always fun for me. Number 2, what's your favorite holiday beverage? So I don't drink any alcohol, I don't drink coffee, so all those fun things that people talk about, I don't really relate. So I'd say from a holiday kind of fun standpoint would be Sprite and cranberry juice, so kind of a little mocktail if you will. But my go-to is always Cherry Coke Zero. Number 3, what song really gets you into the holiday spirit? So when I think of Christmas songs, there's a lot that are really good, but one that really sticks out for me is Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. So I always think of the movie Home Alone when Kevin's dancing and trying to make the robbers think there's people at the house and they're having a party. So that song always is my favorite. Let's see, as a kid, and did a sibling ever receive a present that you wish was for me? Probably not. I mean, I have an older sister. We have almost a 6-7 year gap between us. Plus, female, male, we didn't really share any toys or anything like that. So, plus my parents were always very generous with gift giving and so forth, so I didn't really feel like I ever had any jealousy. Let's see, number 5. What is your favorite thing about Christmas? Probably, the typical being around family, friends, and food, all that good fun stuff, and let's be honest, not having to work is always a plus. Plus with my wife and I, we don't have any kids, but we like to just kind of be low-key, lounge around the house on Christmas, that kind of stuff. So just being with her is my favorite thing. Do you have any Christmas traditions? So that's number 6. My wife and I have this fun tradition we started several years ago, but essentially what we do, and so if anyone steals it, I want to get credit, is we go get takeout pizza. So we have pizza in the car and we drive around the different neighborhoods and look at Christmas lights while we eat our pizza. So it's a fun way to have dinner and a show, kind of, if you will, drive around and check out the different neighborhoods. So essentially we've been preparing for social distancing for years, with all the stuff going on. It's kind of, fun that we can still do some of our same traditions. And I've heard of other people talking about doing stuff like that. So stay safe out there. So number 7, real or fake Christmas tree? Always fake. I've never had a real Christmas tree. I remember when I was a kid going to like friends' houses and stuff, and some of them had real Christmas trees, and I remember walking in and you can just smell the difference, and it just wasn't for me. I wasn't used to it. Plus I remember them having to pick up like the pine needles and having to water it and things like that, so just not for me. Plus then you have to deal with the hassle of discarding the tree, whether you go take it to a recycling place or trash pickup or whatever. So fake, yes, they don't look as cool, but they almost look perfect, right? So, and definitely get a pre-lit tree if you can. It just makes it so much easier. You can just have all the lights already strung up on the tree and so forth. It's the way to go. Number 8, are you on the naughty list or the nice list? Now, come on, I'm always on the nice list. As my mom says, I'm a saint, even though my sister might think differently. Number 9, do you start your Christmas list on Black Friday, or do you wait for the last minute? So if anybody knows me, I don't wait for anything. I prepare. I'm very, studious. I prepare. My wife is extremely organized, so she and I are on top of things. And then on top of it, I never shop Black Friday. It's just not for me. I mean, the idea of going in with all the crowds and stuff and paying $1 for a pair of socks or a pack of socks, not worth it. So But I will go out and shop, go to stores and stuff to get things like, fun stuff like candy and stuff, or stocking stuffers, things little like that. But most of the time I just shop online. I've been doing that for years. All right, number 10. These are going pretty quick. Number 10, name all Santa's reindeer. So, everybody probably just thinks of the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song. So, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and of course, the most famous one of all, Rudolph. All right, number 11. When does your family put up the Christmas tree, and who decorates it? So I remember growing up, my mom, myself, my sister would always decorate the tree. My dad didn't really participate much. But now that, I'm at my own place with my wife, I typically put together the tree, which is pre-lit and in sections, and we've had a few different trees. When we had our old house, we bought a big tree. It was like 13 feet tall or something, and it came in like 5 or 6 sections, and that thing was a beast. You had to get up on a ladder to put up the top 2 sections, and it was so heavy, and that was definitely a 2-person, team effort. So we always put it up together. Then we bought one that's a little bit smaller, much easier. I think it's like 4 pieces or something. So I usually put it up, and my wife usually decorates it. I help her a little bit for maybe some of the top, ornaments and so forth, but she does majority of the decorating, and you'll see that here in a second too. All right, number 12, peeking at gifts or be surprised. I'm always about being surprised. I'm a rule follower, I remember though, so when I was a little kid, maybe 4 or 5 years old, my cousins were visiting our house because we were having Christmas at our house. And so everybody went to bed, and my cousins and I got the bright idea of getting up and opening all the presents, not just our presents. We opened everybody's presents. So when the parents woke up the next morning, everything was unwrapped, and I was on the naughty list that year, and maybe the next year and a few to follow. All right, number 13. Have you ever gone Christmas caroling? I think I've gone one time. I'm pretty sure it was in the 5th grade. We had just moved back to Colorado where I live. We lived in Arizona for like 3 years. And so I was in Arizona like 2nd grade to start of 5th grade, and then my family moved back to Colorado. So that Christmas, when I was in the 5th grade, our class was going out Christmas caroling. And I just remember it being so cold. It snowed, it was freezing, and I was bundled up, and I'm walking around as the group, our class singing, and I'm like, this is not for me. So I'm pretty sure that was the last time I ever went Christmas caroling. All right, let's see, 14. Where do you usually spend your holiday? So I have a pretty big family on my side. My wife's family's a little bit smaller. So, before I knew my wife, and even earlier, we always celebrated Christmas Eve at my house or my parents' house. That was like the tradition that everybody would come together, open gifts at our house with lots of extended family and so forth. And then on Christmas Day, we would go to my grandparents' house and have, Christmas over there as well. So it was like a multi-day thing. But now fast forward, I live closer to where my wife's family lives. So we tend to do kind of a day with her family. And then I'll go down where I grew up with my family, and then on Christmas Day itself, my wife and I have this thing where we don't travel on Christmas Day. We stay home, get up on our time, stay in our PJs, just watch Christmas movies, enjoy fun food and that kind of stuff. So Christmas Day is a relaxing, no travel day. We don't want to deal with all the nonsense of having to get up and go and go and go. It's just not fun. All right, let's see the last question. 15, your favorite holiday decorations. So my wife decorates our house. I help her move the stuff from the basement, bring it up, all the heavy lifting, if you will. But she's the one who's extremely artsy and crafty, and she's just very talented. So I'll show you some idea of what she did in our house this year. So check it out. All right, let's see. So then I have one bonus question. So I know it's 15, but I wanted to ask other people who might participate or just put in the comments too, you know, what your favorite Christmas movie is. My favorite Christmas movie is definitely, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I mean, I've seen that movie hundreds of times, and I'll probably watch it several hundred more. So if it's on TV, it's playing. We have it on demand. I mean, it's always at the fingertips. So that's always my favorite Christmas movie. So this is the fun part. So since I was nominated by Danica, and thank you, Victoria, for starting this all. So everyone, hopefully you're having fun and learning a little bit about me and the others in the community. So I'm gonna nominate 3 people. One, I'm gonna nominate Lexi at K.I.T Enterprises. I'm gonna secondly nominate Josh at Flip Finds Fun. And I was considering, just for fun and just because I'm always usually honoring and trying to joke around, nominating Yakov, but hey, you know. But seriously, I'm gonna nominate as my third person Jimmy at Old School Flips. And so all their links are in the description. So hopefully you guys check out their channels. Great content from all of them. So hopefully you guys have fun. This is fun for me, you know, answering these questions. And so I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and you stay safe out there. All right, thanks. Take care, everybody.